Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of HBM Mod. Today, we're going to be doing some stuff with our aromatic hydrocarbons. We have a lot of them. They clogged up the catalytic cracking tower. We have to deal with them. So, to do that, we're going to go ahead and make some chemical plants. These are wonderful machineries to dispose of all this garbage we have. As you can see, we're going to make a few of these things. We've already made one. It's this thing. But basically, we're going to make more of them because we need more. And we're going to get started with the steel tanks because steel tanks are probably the easiest part of making this machine. And basically, I've been using the centrifuge in our new tools to collect so much coal powder now. Rather than just using like Fortune or anything on the, the lignite and stuff, I've just been silk touching it, running it through the centrifuge, and getting loads of coal powder and processing it into coke. So we're gonna need, I think, 16 and 8. No. It's 12 and 8, I think, because 12 divided down into two groups of 6. Oh, actually, we're gonna need 24 and 8. So that's the numbers we're gonna need. So technically, we need 12 more. Double it. Perfect. And this will make all of the tanks for the two chem plants we're going to be making today. We're going to be making one for disposal of unsaturated hydrocarbons and one for the processing of aromatic hydrocarbons. So that is all the machinery we're going to need, I think, for the oil refinery to be finished, and then we can move on to what this mod's about. We're going to go try to move on to nuclear stuff. We don't need to worry about rubber. We got that covered by this. And actually, we're probably not going to be going straight to the nuclear stuff because there's still more stuff we have to do for oil first. We're going to have to find some way to dispose of a lot of the... what is it called? Extra byproducts that I don't really want. So that is all of that done. We just need to make tungsten wires and... well, we have the steel ingots, of course. So let's go ahead and grab those out of here. The main focus, for me, has been making steel. And I found the perfect mining level for getting lots of steel, I think. The main reason it's perfect is because you get more, like, you get loads of this. Like, the ratio is just, of this to iron that you get. I mean, I've probably had more stacks of iron. I mean, like, that's 64 iron. There's a stack of iron right in these 3 steel ingots, right? And I've used some, so... but anyway, the mining level I like for this is like Y49, because you can get the lignite, which you can make into lignite coke, which is just as good as regular coal coke, but also, yeah. I don't know why I like getting all this lignite coke and stuff, so... because, like, really, you only need iron to make steel at this point. Like, you just need a fuel source and iron. Plus flux. Which, getting flux, you can also do that at 49, because you know what covers flux? Well, limestone. And we've mined a lot of limestone. I actually had a stack at one point, I think. And I made it all in the flux, so super useful. We need to do some tungsten processing, so we're gonna do 1, 2 of 3 of them, because it gives each one would give an iron dust. So yeah, that should do the trick. We're gonna take out all this coal, which again don't really need the coal processing because we have a bunch of it, but we can make more coal, no problem. It doesn't take too much work. Okay, this will make exactly 6. I'm happy about that. And it gives us iron. And gravel. Which is amazing. We need 6 iron ingots for the next part of this. And let's go ahead and check on our hematite processing and see if we have the iron ingots there. I do have the iron ingots in the storage chest, but I want to make sure... I want to see just how many we've made from the hematite processing. I have not been keeping up with the hematite processing goals. So let's go ahead and take a look at this hematite processing here, which I haven't restocked this thing since we went to that one place in the desert, so it is basically empty and needs more hematite. So the last 9 pieces of hematite. There is more hematite down in the mine, so I'll go get that at some point. Oh, wait, were we out of iron? No. All the iron's in here. So we have... We're not even at a steel crate yet, but eventually we'll have a steel crate of iron. I will be happy when we have a steel crate of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need 6 of the tungsten. And this is going to be really easy to smelt up because it's a perfect even number. Perfect even number. Gives you 6. And then we can just smash it in this thing. And then we can smelt this. And here. And we also need to cook up some more coal. Because can't stop coal processing when we have 6 stacks of coal. Oh, never mind. We got a lot of coal. So much coal, dude. How much coal do you need? It was 60,000 stacks. Like, it doesn't matter if our oil derrick gets clogged up because all the oil is probably coming from our coking oven. So there's our heating coils. And then we check this thing. Insulators are the next easiest thing. The hard thing is the circuits. I really am not excited to make circuits. But hey, we can make circuits. I should probably start batch crafting circuits, considering how much we need them. Let's go ahead and let's just turn that all into that. Oh wait, we could totally make polymer. Actually, we're gonna be making polymer today. A lot of polymer today. So that's something to be excited about, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna be making loads of bakelite. Holy crap, that's a new way of doing that. Like getting a perfect even number, even division of that. All we need is the circuits now. And we're gonna need a lot of this for circuits. So, is this the only recipe for circuits? Is there anything better than this recipe? No. There's no other recipe for circuits. Except, I'm gonna be using tungsten wire this time since we got access to the newfangled machinery. So I'm gonna make our vacuum tubes using tungsten wire from tungsten powder. Perfect. Smelt that up. Press it up. Boom. Come on, press it. Oh, we should make the speed upgrade for this thing. The heater. Let's see if we can make that today. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna put in this insulator, tungsten wire. That gives you vacuum tubes. And then you place the vacuum tubes into this thing. And then you also need capacitors. So and lead wire. Lead wire too. Oh my gosh, dude. We gotta get this automated at some point. Our ore proc. And I think that's what we're gonna be doing next episode. We'll be automating it with a steel furnace. So we're gonna leave that one over there, but we'll set up an automation facility probably on, I don't even know, like over there somewhere. Not a big one yet, but we don't really have space for a big one now, do we? Okay, I'm getting the lead processed up, and while that's happening, I'm gonna get started throwing in more coal. The amount of coal is building. It's going to overflow soon. Aluminium. And we're going to process a bunch of this into wires today. So we can make so many capacitors. Because I need loads of capacitors. We need to make sure that we save 8 of these. Well, actually 16. So we're only going to be able to make 16 insulators worth of capacitors. Which means I'm going to have 16 of these worth. It's interesting that it's aluminium dust, by the way. I don't know if that's actually how that works. But I know you can make them with aluminium foil, technically. Dude, we're about to make so many circuit boards. Oh no, we're out of this stuff. I need to make more of that. So to make more of that, I'm gonna have to make more wool. Which I'm not a fan of making wool. But I gotta do what I gotta do to get this job done. Just do it. So there we go. More of those. And then we got the gold plates. Yep. And can we make those gold plates into boards? Yep, we can. And can we make these gold powder into gold ingots into gold plates? Yep, we can. It's covered. And let's go ahead and get that lead going. Because the lead's probably done right now. Okay, and it also has gold in it, which I really could use the gold. Which, by the way, that is a perfect split of 3 of them. That is a perfect split right there. Like, it's... Like, this could actually go in the furnace this way, and it would probably work for a split. So we're just gonna go like boom, boom, and boom. And that's the perfect split right there. Now, how many of these do I need? I need to process down to 16 of them. So I can do a total of 6 more gold plates, and I will be perfectly fine. And I need to make these into all my lead into wires, because this is for soldering. So we'll send that into the wires. These will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these will be smashed together with insulators to make printed circuit boards. So now we have 32 of those. We are cooking. And then we just need to make the circuits, which this should make a bunch of circuits, dude. This is the most circuits we've ever made. Holy crap. Other than back in the day when circuits were cheap, but nowadays, circuits are very expensive, but also very fun. I've been enjoying making the circuits, so let's go ahead and shove in our lead wires. Probably not that many, because I don't want to make too many of these. I just want to make 2. So we'll probably just run it so that way it makes 2 of them. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll shove everything else into here. Except for the insulators, because I need those back. I need those insulators back. And this powder goes up in the top. Right there. Iron powder. Perfect. That's basically everything we need to do. It is time to make more chem plants. And in the future episodes, we're going to be making even more of these. It's just, we're going down the path of industrialization, which involves the construction of more and more chem plants. And getting to the next stage of making chem plants will involve hydrogen peroxide and stuff. That's the next stage of the chem plants is going to be the acid lines. So, because everybody knows that making acid is a pain to do if you have to like go one step at a time. But when you have like a chem plant that does the peroxide on its own and then is hooked into the sulfuric acid chem plant, technically though you don't even need the sulfuric acid chem plant. You can skip that part. You just need the peroxide chem plant. You can use a blender for the other thing, which is in fact the best way of doing it. So, okay, I see what's going on here. On this side we got steam stuff. On this side we got nothing. So I think we're gonna place it here. We're gonna get some concrete first though, make everything look nice. We're gonna need cabling as well, and I don't think we have any cabling, so we're gonna have to make some new ones today. Which, I'm gonna take a look at what we got as far as the cabling options go. Let's take a look. Cable. Connector is what I'm looking for. That is a single connection, and we get like a bunch of them for it, right? And it does a 10-meter connection, so it's not the best connection, but it's gonna do the trick. So we'll need to make a bunch of red copper today. Seems like a Minecraft grade copper is less useful nowadays. I'm not too sure. It just seems kind of like the lead is becoming more useful. No, bro. Bro, get out of it. No, I'm not even risking this. I am not risking this. We're gonna take care of this guy right at this door. Because this door is concretified. There's no way he can blow anything up behind this. Bruh. That could have been so bad if I just done it right here. Two-shot, though. Two-shot is good. Where is my stuff? Redstone. We're going to make all that copper into the Minecraft grade copper. Because I think it's going to become more useful in the future. So, because I haven't used much of it. I'm kind of surprised I haven't used that much. It's weird. Usually you use a lot of that, but nah. It's probably because the circuits use lead now. And they used to use this stuff. Some of them. But also, I got a feeling I'm going to need to make more motors in the future. So that's why I'm preparing now so I don't have to do it later. It's easier that way. And we're going to use probably about half of this to make those things. Which will give us 8 total. And we'll make 3 groups of them. So that will give us 12. And the rest of this copper can go up top. So we'll make 12. And then we'll leave 8 behind. And then we'll need some coils pieces. We need iron ingots. And they're in the other chest, so I gotta go get them from there. Here we go. That's 3 of these things. Now, the other thing that's important that we need to do is make more insulators from bakelite. This is what we got. And lead. We need iron, actually. 1, 2, 3. And then we can make more circuit boards from the rest of our insulators because, oh my gosh, insulators are really useful now. Like, they used to be, you use them in like a few recipes here and there. It's just like something you don't have to make that often. Now, you make them for the circuits, which is amazing. It makes the circuits really good. So that should be a good setup. And then we just need to install the template, get a pipeline for the materials that it's going to need, which we need to actually check to see if the refinery can pipe out to that, which I'm pretty sure it will be able to. If we pipe like this, and then run the pipe along here, and then along the top of this. So it's going to be a bit of a mess, but it will be possible to pipe out of there, and then get the light oil out. Because I just needed to make sure that in case we didn't have enough connections. If we didn't have enough connections, then we obviously cannot do this, and we've messed up our oil setup somehow by probably building it vertically instead of building it the normal way, where you just build everything out from the refinery. Now let's go ahead and make more pipes, because we need more pipes. And we're making the iron kind, because we have so much iron now that, like, nobody has more iron than us. Except for the ground. The ground's got way more iron than us now. Dude. It's got so much more iron. So this is the pipe that we need. So we're gonna set this to petroleum gas. And that's the pipeline's done. That's it. That's everything it needs. And then it needs connectors. And now all it needs is a fluid template. And that will be the entire aromatic hydrocarbons processing line. Of course, there is one thing I would recommend doing, and it's not having the green side here, because that's an input, right? And you don't really need an input for this. What you need is an output for this. So if we just put this here, like so, that will give us the output. It did just throw away a bunch of energy because I did that. But that's the idea is that you output this way into the crate, because there's a fractioning tower here, which could create some issues. But anyway, that's the aromatic hydrocarbons and petroleum gas disposed of. There is more petroleum gas over here, which also needs to be disposed of, as well as unsaturated hydrocarbons. So,